Alright. Alright, what we got going on today? Audio chat 1, 2. You know what I'm saying? Audio chat 1, 2, 3. Let's connect all the chats real quick. Look at that. Oh shit. We're already in. You know what I'm saying? Let's just make sure all that's in. Word. I think we are loaded. Boys, are we loaded or what? How's the audio sounding? Let me check the audio. Ooh, maybe I should do that one. Ooh, shit. Let's see how the audio sounded today. Hold on. Should say that we live right now. Let's check it real quick. We might show 1, 2, you know what I'm saying? What we need to go is here, DHH. There's always like an issue with this shit, I swear, bro. Let's check it real quick. We might show 1, 2, you know. Oh, word. All right, we're loaded. What we got going on today, we got the rankings. We're finishing up these rankings. We didn't finish them yesterday, so hold up. Let me spark up the TT real quick. If I can spark up the TT. Okay, where is the TTT? Do you love me? See, you love me. And you always wanna be beside me. I want you, and I need you. Okay, that shit hitting. Alrighty. Let me double check everything. Make sure we are locked and loaded, you know what I'm saying? What I need to do, okay, yeah. I think I actually need to be over here, right? Yeah. Because how do I want to do this actually? I think like, yeah, that right there is good. All right, make sure, let's get a cup of coffee before we get going today. What do we got? We got Stefon Diggs to talk about. We got everything to talk about today. All right, we are locked and loaded, boys. Today we are doing the tight end rankings. We are doing all of the rankings. We have got, well, I'm washed. We have got to rank everyone from every position and then the overall rankings. I want to get this done today so we can get this out. And then from here, we'll get the rankings posted. And honestly, if we can get enough people in, we can do like some, I want to do like viewer calls eventually. I think that'd be kind of fun just to like talk ball and debate topics and all that. So let's get started with it. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. All right, come on. So obviously we're gonna go 1 Bowers, 2 McBride. I don't really have I think the top 10 tight ends here are okay. Bowers, McBride. We're not gonna spend time on Bowers, McBride, Loveland, and Warren. I feel like these three, Warren, Loveland, and Kraft, could all be interchangeable. Offense-wise, I would go Loveland. Target-wise, I would go Tyler Warren or Tucker Kraft. I feel a little bit better about Tyler Warren because he's not the one coming off the injury like Tucker Kraft is. But Tyler Warren, he's going to get peppered with targets because the Colts offense, obviously Daniel Jones coming off Achilles, you know, is usually like Aaron Rodgers, like they weren't taking as many shots down the field. So usually his the A dot's going to be lower. So that's why I'm kind of want to lean more into Tyler Warren, and especially with Pittman leaving, there's a lot of vacated targets as well. So I'm kind of fine putting even Warren up to 3. Obviously, he's going to get more goal line touches because, you know, Danny Dimes probably isn't going to be running the ball as much into the end zone for show. So I think these 3 are all interchangeable. Like, I mean, if you want to put Kraft first, like, sure. Kraft last year was a machine. But I think these 3 can all be debated, which ones goes where. Sam Laporta. Okay, let me just put my official stance on it. Like I said, these tight end 3 to tight end 5, I think, are all interchangeable. But realistically, what I'm gonna do here is probably what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I think realistically, we're gonna put. I don't even know, boys. How the fuck do you rank these? Okay, how do you rank these? I kind of want to get some. Realistically, I'm gonna put. Oh man, dude, I don't. These three all go like one in the other. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I don't know. Warren. Oh, yeah, what's up, Jay? Oh shit, Warren over McBride. You'd put Warren over McBride? Really? I forgot Unk had. Where's this Unk spawning in from, bro? Like, okay, hold up. Where is the Unk spawning in from? Is Unk in the room with us? Warren over McBride. Okay. Only because of QB play. Yeah, I get it. Like, I actually don't hate that. That's actually a great. I like that call. I. But the thing is, like, they are going to be trailing a shit ton of games, so like the volume should still be there with McBride, but the touchdown upside is probably going to be higher with Warren. That's how I see it. But honestly, like, yeah, those two honestly could be interchangeable. Kraft, Laporta, honestly, I would go probably. Dude, these if Kraft was healthy, I'd put him above, and then I'd go down to like Laporta, Fannin, Kraft, or no. Loveland is 3, really. See, I think it's so debatable between all of like the tight end, like this whole group. Like I was saying, 3 through 6 is honestly so debatable. You can put them in any order. Andrews over Warren as well. There's better QB play, less competition, more established. Yeah, but the thing is, like, Andrews is low key kind of washed, but I think he honestly would sit like around 12 for me. I have him at 11 right now. That's honestly where I have him. All right, why? Hold on, something's not connecting. Give me 1 second. Why is this not connecting? I think what the issue is, like, once you get to tight end 12, no, once you get past tight end 8, everything's on the table. Like any order. Any order is like. Why is it? Any order of tight ends you could put after 8 is probably acceptable, regardless of what you do. There we go. Now I got it connected. All right. Sorry, I was trying to fix that real quick. Where is my ranking sheet? So I'm gonna leave it as. What are we leaving it as? We're leaving it as Brock, Trey, Warren. I'm gonna go. We'll go Loveland 4, Kraft 5, Laporta 6, Fannin, Pitts, Jefferson or CD in PPR. CD. Not you, Siri, but CD. Um, from here, like I said, like once we get to like tight end 9, like Kittle, sure, we got Likely, Andrews. I think Likely's in for a big year, honestly. Andrews, Kelsey. Kelsey, I don't know how to feel about, honestly. I would. I just don't know. What do you guys think about Kelsey? I think he's like kind of. I don't want to call him washed, but maybe he is. Like this whole range just kind of just feels like, it could be whoever at this point. I'm not really gonna touch Hunter Henry, Hawkinson, Stowers. Okay, I need to move Chig up. Chig probably goes to here. That's where I would say Chig is probably good at. And then same with Juwan. Juwan needs to go down to. I'd probably put Juwan up here now that Stephon Diggs signed with the Commanders too. What do you do with the 40-50 range where there's no RBs and no receiver? Oh, it's all receivers. So you're saying like what range of receivers are we looking at? Like 40s, 50s. Are you saying past like Terry or like above Terry? Past Lad. Okay, that's good. That's a good point right there. Obviously, if Zay's there, but Zay's probably not there though, so we'll move Zay up. If Zay is, obviously Zay's target. So I like Devonte Adams. I don't know why he's fallen this far. Again, I mean he was a touchdown machine last year, so like obviously I would target him. Tate, honestly, I would rather target Wandale Robinson late in the draft. Um, so I would go Wandale over Cardinal Tate. Terry, I was on him up until this morning when they signed Diggs. So like Devonte, yeah, Devonte, I like him a lot because he's just a touchdown merchant. He's the quick slant at the goal line. Like his release and technique is you can't beat it. That's why he printed last year, and it should be the same this year, barring injury or anything. Mike Evans, I still like Mike Evans even though they got Debo and everything. Luther, I really like Luther too. I probably like Luther over Rome just because of Luther's profile being like a slot guy, comparison to like St. Brown. You don't love, yeah, I know he is a little bit banged up already, which is kind of worrisome. But if it was up to me, I'd probably go Luther over Mike Evans. But the thing is with Mike Evans, he is going to score a lot of touchdowns, just like Devontae. So I think he is the same player as Adams in the red zone. So I think he should print a lot of touchdowns this year. Outside of that, I like Jordan Tyson a lot. I think he is actually a very fluid route runner. And being on the Saints, they desperately needed a number two. So I think he's going to fit right in. The offensive play pace on that team is very fast, so they should be able to score a lot of points. Should be a lot of opportunities. DJ Moore, especially too, desperately need a wide receiver one. They've been trying for years, so I think this actually might be the time. He's reuniting with Joe Brady. So, how do you feel about Bucky or Javonte Williams? Um, I like Javonte a lot. I think I had Javonte all the way up to like RB 13. I think like I don't even think that's a reach to say. Like I like him a lot. Javonte, yeah, I have him all the way right now RB 13. You like Javon? Yeah. Bucky, the thing with Bucky is like he is going to be an in between the 20s guy. They have Sean Tucker taking the goal line reps, and then they have Gainwell taking the receiving. And I know Bucky will probably mix in for some receiving usage, but like you need both receiving and goal line usage to be, ultimately fantasy relevant. And if Bucky doesn't have either of those, then what are we doing? I like Bucky a lot. Bucky's one of my favorite players, but it just sucks that he got injured and kind of went down that path. And it's like, can you even blame him though? Bucky's nice though. Like he has all the upside in the world. So if he drops like really far in your draft, I'm 100% taking him. But I just can't spend like a fifth round pick on Bucky. What do you think the split is on Kamara and ETN? Um, ETN probably gets all the early down work. Kamara probably gets like solely third down, passing down work. That's probably what I would assume. It's kind of Kamara kind of profiles better of like a pass catcher. I mean, what do you guys think? Um, People reach on scat, so that 55, 50, the 50, 55. Yeah, I don't mind getting scat at the 3-4 turn. I don't mind getting scat really anywhere. I think he should be okay. The only thing that scares me about scat is that his injury. I don't know what you get. What do you guys think about Scataboo? Thoughts on DJ Moore? I think he should be. We were just speaking about him briefly. Um, DJ Moore, I think if he falls against like the fifth round, I'm okay taking that dart throw on him. They need someone to be the next Stephon Diggs in Buffalo. They haven't had anyone to be him since he left. I think he has a similar game, but obviously he's not Stephon Diggs. He's definitely not that level. But he's reuniting with Joe Brady, so I think it should be okay. You think he's gained 13-4? Hey, I don't hate that. I got fifth in a 12-man in a big money league. Not happy, but leaning towards CMC. Yeah, I mean, if you're fifth, I think you're chilling. So obviously Gibbs and Bijan are going to be gone. Yeah, Chase and Puka are probably going to be gone unless someone reaches for like CMC at 3-4. Otherwise, if they do, then you go, obviously, you get the faller of Chase or Puka. But let's say hypothetically, the first four are Gibbs, Robinson, Chase, Puka. From there, I would probably go CMC at 5. But my next highest rated receiver would be St. Brown there. Garrett Wilson or Chris Olave? I'm going to go Chris Olave. I like the better offense. Usually that's what it really comes down to. It's just if it's a close between two players, just pick the better offense. You're going to get so much more touchdown upside and equity. Like, don't, and again, do you really want to be watching the Jets on every Sunday? That's what you have to ask yourself. Like, if you draft a Jets player, bro, realistically, do you want to sit through the torture of watching them? Like, me personally, I don't. I had Brees last year. I'm good off that. I don't want to be watching that. What website is that? It's ffranker.com. It's a great website. Let's see what else. What else we got going on? We got Mike Evans or Davante Adams. I am good with Davante Adams there. Davante Adams should be set up pretty well, same as last year. They have no receiver competition, so I don't see any reason to fade him. It's like the same thing. You can fade anyone for age or injury. Can you give me advice on how to approach Superflex draft 10 man? Let's see. Can I pull this up? There we go. Honestly, I haven't really played a Superflex before, but from what I know about Superflex is that QBs go off like crazy, so you should want to be prioritizing QBs early. Especially in a 10 man, you want the positional advantage at tight end and QB because there's less teams. So my advice: just get the best QBs possible. I mean, I'm not the person for super flex advice, but realistically, just get the best QBs on the board. I don't know what position you got, so that also kind of is a big thing. At 7th, what should I go for? Go for a Monra at 7. Or honestly, go Ray Davis at 7. Ray Davis is all the upside in the world, you know what I'm saying? Chad, we drafting Ray Davis in the first? Thanks for answering. Appreciate that. Yeah, of course. Again, yeah, I don't really play Superflex, so I can't really say, but always go QB, get 2 QBs, and then after that, go just regular roster stuff because all the like high end players get pushed down the board because the QBs go first. So that's kind of that's how I see it. That's what I think. It's your first year, so I'm just trying to figure it out. Hey, me too. So I think the easiest way, QB, and then just whatever the ADP is, just take the best rated player, do a little bit of research, see who you like the most. Again, have fun with it. That's really the biggest thing about fantasy. Third year in fantasy. Oh, first. Oh, word. All right, so you got a good understanding. You think Gainwell will cook? I like that. I think he will too. I think if Bucky gets hurt, then Gainwell is the guy to win you the league. Would you trade Nico Collins for Rashee Rice? Chat, are we trading Nico Collins for Rashee Rice? I might stay put on that. I like both, but I'm not dying to move off either. I'm going to hold off on that for now. Let's see if Rice gets a little bit healthier. There were camp reports this week saying that he wasn't up to speed. So hold off on that. Wait till we get closer to season. CMC or Taylor? I'm going to go CMC. Again, if you're fading CMC, you're just saying that he's going to get injured or something like that. And you just can't do that because last year he proved everyone wrong. We have, let's see. You're a Nico fan, but you would like to see what he can do? Yeah. I like Nico Collins a lot, but again, he's not a guy that's going to go out there and give you upside of 30 points every week. He's, a 10, 15 point guy, which is still okay. But double RB at pick 11, who would you go? Pick 11, if James Cook falls, get him. And then from there, I actually just made a video about this earlier. You're in this tier, they're labeled tier 5 right here. I don't really know who you're supposed to go get. Okay, Josh Jacob. There should be a tier break here. All the tiers are messed up for some reason. So right here, this tier is who you want to double dip at. Just take your favorites of these. Take players on good offenses. That's my advice. St. Brown at 6, crazy? No, not at all. I think St. Brown should go at 6. I would take St. Brown over JSN. Hampton and Chase Brown is who I'd go? Really? That's what I'm kind of leaning towards also. But they're like K9 is kind of talking to me. So I don't hate involving K9. Thoughts on Ladd this year? I think he is great. I mean, he's in the Mike McDaniel offense, so why not? Why not target him? Like that offense projects to be top 5 in the league, so I want a part of it regardless. If you don't get Hampton, you'll get Ladd, so I'm all in on him this year. Look out for KC. Yeah, I mean, you always have to look out for Mahomes' team. That's the thing. And K9 just elevates that team to a level that they haven't had in a minute. They haven't had a dominant rusher like him. So obviously Pacheco wasn't that guy. And so it's the first time in forever that they can actually run the ball and have a bell cow. So I think they'll do wonders for the team. Ideal draft spot this year for 10-man. Ooh. And at 10-man, I'm taking the 101. Just because once you loop, you still get a lower amount, like in an 8 or 10-man league, every team is going to be good. And so if you get the 101, you obviously get the best player. And then on the 2-3 turn, you get 2 better players that are falling down the board because it's a smaller league. So easily I would take the 101 or 102. Would you really go Genty or Henry over Achane? Well, this isn't really ordered in any order currently. I'm trying to figure that out and rank them myself. Would you really go Genty or Henry over Achane? I think I would go Genty over Achane. I'd go Genty over Achane. Henry over Achane, I probably would too. I'd probably lean the better offense. And I think that might be a bad take, after the year's over. Like Achane could finish above Henry. Achane could finish above everyone else, but I'm just going to take the better offense. I don't like drafting players on bad teams. Don't give up on Henry. Yeah, exactly. I mean, he still printed last year and won people to chip last year because he dropped like 48 in the finals. That was crazy. At 101, would it be insane to take Josh Allen at the 3rd pick? I'm assuming you mean 3rd round. No, not at all. You could definitely take him there at the 2-3 turn. Or the start of 3rd, if that's what you believe you're saying. Thoughts on Kyren and Jacobs? For me, they kind of profile into this next tier right here. They are kind of just like people that don't have receiving usage, like receiving upside. So I kind of view them as just like high-powered offenses that are going to print touchdowns. Give me 1 second. That's how I view them. I feel they're essentially going to print you touchdowns every single week. They're going to give you 15 points in your lineup, and after that, they're not going to do too much more. But they have upside, to get 2-3 touchdowns. So I don't hate them at all. I like Javonte a lot this year. Big on Allen in round 3. I'm not really big on quarterbacks at all, actually, in the first 6 rounds. I like punting quarterback to the end. Usually, it's worked out for me last year, obviously, with Drake May. I got Drake May in all my leagues because I just punted. But I would do the same again this year. I would punt and just get a late quarterback because it's so deep. If you get pick 1 through 4, I'm going to go do partial to Allen. Thanks. Yeah, I got you, bro. Double running back in the first 2 rounds. Yeah, I'm with that, especially if you have a late round pick. But if you can get Chase or Puka, then I feel like you have to. Smitty and Olave this year. I think Smitty's going to be set up obviously pretty good with no A.J. Brown. And then Olave I like a lot too in the offense. I like them both. Get them in, 3rd round? 2nd, 3rd round? No, 3rd. Yep. Chad, if y'all want to join up on the Discord, we have a community Discord where we talk fantasy football. We help each other out with mid-season trades and all that. If you have any questions or advice you need while we're not live, we always talk daily in that Discord. If you want to join up, DM me for the link and I'll send you all the invites. But again, if you want to be part of that, we just talk to each other and about fantasy, get each other's advice. Send it, bro, please. Send me a DM. I can't do it while I'm live right now. Just send me a DM on TikTok, and then I got y'all. Ever use Fantasy Calc for trade values? Yeah, I use it all the time. I don't really base all my trades off that though. I just kind of just get an idea of value of, the value of the trade and see if it's kind of fair. And then also Trade Calc shows you previous trades that have occurred in every other league. So you get an idea of like what a player's value is going for in other leagues. So it's kind of nice to see like, hey, they traded this guy for that. How can I make that similar in my own league? Just sent. I got you, bro. Once I end this stream, I'll send you the invite. Again, anyone else, send me a DM and I got you with the Discord invite. I just traded Hampton and T for Olave and Josh Jacobs stats. So you traded away, let me bring this on the screen. Traded away Hampton and Olave for Jacobs. No, you traded Hampton and T. Higgins for Chris Olave and Josh Jacobs. Ooh, so we went from Hampton to Josh Jacobs. I'm going to say that's a downgrade. And then we went T. Higgins to Olave, slight upgrade. If it was my team, I think I would have kept Hampton and T. I think I would have kept Hampton and T, but it feels like a lateral trade. It really doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel like you did something too crazy. Like you didn't win or lose, in my opinion. It just kind of feels lateral. Trade Bucky Irving. Let's see, let's put this one on screen too. Trade Bucky Irving and Nico Collins for Achane. Okay, so Bucky and Nico Collins for Achane. I think you could straight up go Nico Collins for Achane. You're throwing in Bucky Irving for no reason, it feels like. Like, if you have Hampton, Saquon, that's a stacked. They're both second round picks. I mean, I don't know. Bucky and Nico definitely get the trade done, but if you're going ADP wise, they're both second round picks. I don't know if you have it's a 6-man league. Okay, that makes a lot more sense than okay, if it's a 6-man league, then that's how your team is so stacked. So yeah, then you definitely have to throw in Bucky. With that being said, then I wouldn't. I'd probably target a better player. I would target a better player because if it's a 6-man league, everyone is going to have the best players, and you should be shooting for the stars unless you want to acquire Achane while his value's low and if you think he's going to do well this year. But 6-man league is super small, so like you have to be starting a top 5 player at a position, it feels like. Appreciate it. I got you, bro. Let's see. Should we do on-air segments where people join the Discord? I'm leaking stuff. Should we do that and people can ask a question? That might be a good idea. Let's see. I got offered T-Law and Michael Wilson for Darnold and Bucky in Superflex. Ooh, all the Superflex questions today. I got offered T-Law and Michael Wilson for Darnold. So we're going from T-Law to Darnold and Michael Wilson to Bucky. I like T-Law better than Darnold. And I like Michael Wilson too. I'm going to keep T-Law because quarterbacks mean a lot. So I'll keep... if you have the RB depth... Actually, wait. If you're getting T-Law, I would. If you have the RB depth to give away Bucky, I'm down for that. Who would you take at 110 and 2-1? You're getting T-Law? Yeah, Caden, 100%. I think I would do that if you have the RB depth behind Bucky. At 110, I'm looking at James Cook. You have Love, Tootin, and Brooks. I don't really love that. room. Yeah, you're even saying it's I don't know if you can then because you need someone to hit. Like all of those people have question marks, and even Bucky does himself. So, but I think if you trade him away, then you're in a worse position. I would hold stay still. Let's see. You traded a first rounder, so now I have two, the fifth and eighth, but it's no second and third. Who do I pick? So you have fifth pick and eighth pick. Fifth pick either the faller of Chase or Puka, and if they're not there, I would either go Amon-Ra or CMC. And at the eighth pick, I would go Amon-Ra if he's there. If Amon-Ra isn't, go the opposite. I mean, you could. You have no second and third. Hold on, let me think about this. This is a. You need to go double running back, actually. If you have no second and third, there's not going to be any good running backs then. Justin, there's not going to be any good running backs if you have no second and third. Once you get to the fourth round, they're all going to be dried up. So honestly, I don't hate sniping. At 5, I would go CMC, and then 8, I would go James Cook or JT, whoever's available then. Because then once you get back to the fourth round, the receivers should be pretty solid. So that's 100% what I would do. Henry and Egbuka for, where is this one? For JSN. Henry and Egbuka for JSN. No, I'm going to hold still on Henry and Egbuka. Where do you have McConkey ranked? We haven't done the receiver rankings yet. I actually got to finish these. I kind of got a little bit distracted. So right now I'm kind of working on that. But realistically, if I go through this real quick, I would probably have it something like this. How are we looking? McConkey, I would probably have Ladd. Again, I have not adjusted these yet at all, so probably in the receiver 15 to 20 range is where I have Ladd. Let's see, we have someone saying, I'm at pick 3. Who should I run for first and second round? Chase, yeah, go Jamar Chase or Puka, your favorite of those two. And then who for second round? Second round, boys, we are going to, on the loop back, assuming it's a 12-man league, we're probably going to be looking at like Derrick Henry. Hopefully someone of this group falls right here. I would take whoever falls, right? I gotta put a, yeah. I would take the faller of this group. Whatever running back gets to you. So if K9 gets to you, Henry, Achane, I would definitely scoop one of these. Rice, AJ Brown, or Smitty. No, we got Rice, AJ Brown, Smitty, or Zay. I'm assuming you mean, yo, GX, I'm assuming you mean just pick one. If I had to pick one of those people, I am going to pick, yeah, pick one of those. AJ Brown's my highest rated player of that group. I would go AJ Brown, Rice, Smitty, Zay. Chase or Puka? I'll go Chase. I feel like you can't go wrong. It's so, what do you guys think? Chase or Puka? Can you scroll up? Yeah. These tiers are all like wacky right now. I don't know why it's doing that. That's what I have it look like right now. What's up, bro? Yo, FF Lab, what's good? How you doing, bro? Tight end is a big question mark for me this year. Honestly, it is past like the first 8, tight end 8 and beyond is all like a big. Can you do? Yeah, you know, let me pull it up. I was just talking about this earlier, and I was kind of trying to do it. Like Bowers, McBride, and even like earlier, someone was saying like Warren over McBride, and it made me think like, why not? Like Daniel Jones coming off the injury, like he's gonna be the Achilles injury. Like obviously his A dot's going to be super low, so like Warren kind of profiles that. Daniel Jones probably isn't going to be rushing in at the goal line. They're going to give it to JT or Tyler Warren like they did last year. So McBride, obviously the offense isn't going to be as good, but I'm still going to go 1, 2, 3. And then once you get to Kyle Pitts and below at tight end 8, it's really up for anyone's grab who really how to rank it. Do I like? Let me get to this question. Where is it? Do you like James Cook or Saquon more? I have James Cook a little bit ahead of Saquon. I know people are kind of back on the Saquon train right now. I can't really say I'm on it just yet. I'm kind of scarred from watching the Eagles. The Eagles kind of, it was just tush push after tush push and A.J. Brown deep ball. So, like, I'm good off that. Honestly, I even was thinking about putting James Cook ahead of JT here. I don't know if that's crazy, but, like, the reports are saying that the Bills' running backs are catching passes out of the backfield. So, if James Cook actually adds more receptions into his game and Joe Brady actually like implements that into the offense, then I think like James Cook could easily finish RB3 and above. So I actually don't mind taking James Cook ahead of JT if you think that is. Obviously, it's going to be the better offense too. So I would definitely take James Cook over Saquon for sure. That's just how I see it. But if you're Saquon pilled right now, I don't blame you. A lot of people have been really recently. Bowers or Warren, I would go Bowers. I mean, yeah, I don't want to say that's obvious, but I would probably go Bowers. What questions do we have? Again, guys, if you want to join up on the Discord, DM me for the Discord link. We talk all things fantasy. If you have any questions that we don't get to today, we are answering them in the community Discord. We have a group of like 50 people right now. We're trying to get that to 100. We ask each other questions for advice and, you know, team reviews, trade advice. So if you want to join, DM me for the link. Let's see what else question, guys. Sorry if I don't get to your question. I'm trying to get everyone's. Why is Loveland so high this year? Because the offense projects to be pretty well. Again, it's with DJ Moore leaving, there's vacated targets and everything. So that's kind of how people are viewing it as just like upside. There's no DJ Moore, vacated targets, offense. And again, he ended the year like on a really hot streak. So people are kind of writing that. DM me link for it. Jason, shoot me a DM just because I can't really, let's see, I can't DM you while I'm live, so shoot me a DM and I got you. And then Jason follows up with Kyron Jacobs or Javonte. Out of those three, I have Javonte actually that rated the highest. I'm kind of scared of Kyron's timeshare with Corum. I don't want to say scared, but Corum definitely eats into it. And then Jacobs, you still have all the legal stuff. He was battling an injury last year. And then Javonte, he's on the best offense of the three, in my opinion. And he is just going to punch in so many touchdowns. They are projected so many points. So that's how I view that group. They're all kind of the same players. FF Lab, we have, this might be a hot take, but I have Amon-Ra Hampton over Cook this season. Yeah, oh, okay, I love that you said that, actually. Because just yesterday we were debating if Hampton should be RB3. We literally were debating if Hampton should be RB3. And I said there is a case where I 100% see it in the McDaniel offense because, for one, he has the pass catching. For two, he has the goal line. And for three, you would assume that he is in between the 20s as well, while rotating, you know, with Mitchell and Vidal. So I think he profiles to be, I don't want to say the league winner, but I think he profiles to have everything that you want in a first round, you know, round 2 running back. So even if you put CMC above him and drop him down to RB4 and have him above Cook, I think that's totally agreeable. Like, I'm all in on Hampton. So I just have him down in this group because ADP wise, I'm trying to figure out how to sort these so far, but we're still working on it. Let's see. I'm trying to get everyone's question. If I don't get your question, just keep putting in the chat. I got y'all. Do I take CMC at 5? I'm fine with that. Unless like Chase or Puka fall, I would take one of them. ETN, Scat, or Swift? ETN, Scat, or Swift? I'm going to go Scatabo. I'm a little scared of the injury, of running backs coming back from injuries, but I like Scatabo the most out of those. Hampton at 3 with 545 career yards is crazy. Yeah, but I mean, he was injured last year, and again, we're speaking upside. We're not speaking of what happened in the past. We're speaking the Mike McDaniel offense that he is bringing to this team. And last year, they lost both of their offensive tackles on both sides of the line. So Herbert was fighting for his life. Hampton couldn't do anything behind that line as well. I know Hampton wasn't really I think his vision was pretty poor last year, but still, I'm going to trust that the offense is going to get better with a healthy team and Mike McDaniel. So I'm totally fine at taking him there. Henry or Walker, I'm going to go K9 there. Love or Javonte? Javonte. I think people are way too high on Jeremiah Love. We just posted a TikTok actually about that just yesterday, and it's got a lot of debate on it. So go check that out if you haven't seen that. People in the comments are kind of debating each other. Go put your input there if you like. But I think it's very similar to Ashton Jeanty last year and all other running backs, rookie running backs in the past. So I think it's two people like we're drafting Bijan rookie or the 1-2 turn, and that was way too high. And then people did that with Ashton Jeanty. So it's just like the same thing year after year. People don't learn that these rookie running backs probably shouldn't be drafted at the the 1-2 turn. That's just how I see it. And again, it kind of proves the point. It was proven. Bijan's rookie year, he didn't really do well. Jeanty's rookie year, he had a good year, but fantasy wise, probably not the best. He wasn't really startable most of the year, right? He dropped like under 10 points, and for a first rounder, that's not really what you want. 10 points per game, that is. Let's see. What next question we have? I turned K9 1 year. Yo, Grapes. What kind of? I've never seen this. Do you have like contracts and stuff for your players, or what kind of league is that? I've never seen that. Is Josh Allen, Saquon, Swift, Amon-Ra? Guys, if you let me answer this one real quick. Josh Allen, Saquon, Swift, Amon-Ra, T. Laporta, Alex Pierce, Broncos D, and Aubrey. Good team. Yeah, you got Josh Allen, Saquon, and Swift. RB, Hero RB. Amon-Ra and T got two great receivers. Laporta, yeah, it's a great team. If you guys want me to review the teams in full, DM me for the Discord link. We are going to be doing a full team review live probably in the coming days. So we have a whole Discord section for team reviews. Drop your teams in there. DM me for the link. I'll send you the invite after the thing is done. Let's see. We got Amon-Ra or CMC at 106 and a 10-man. 106 and a 10-man. I personally have CMC rated just slightly above Amon-Ra. Because again, I'm still going to ride the CMC train until the wheels fall off. Okay, Chuck, yo, I got you, bro. Should I take Marvin Harrison Jr. or Rico Dowdle? Can I say neither? Just take Rico Dowdle and then Michael Wilson. Just do that. Yeah, Rico. So people are agreeing. Yeah, neither. How's Tate, Bijan, Hampton, Etienne, Egbuka, Carnell, Tate? I love the RB duo, so that's all we really need to see. That's perfect. And then I think Egbuka hopefully will have a good year. Carnell, Tate, I'm kind of like iffy on. I'd rather just take Wan'Dale Robinson. Do you guys agree with that? Would you rather have Wan'Dale Robinson coming into the same system with the same coach as he did last year, where he was actually fantasy relevant, or would you rather have Carnell Tate, who was unproven but a top 10 pick in the NFL this year? Who would you rather have? Would you rather have Carnell Tate or Wan'Dale Robinson? And again, think about the ADP this year. You have to take Tate in the 5th. Well, you can take Robinson in like the 8th or the 7th. Me personally, I would take Tate. Not Tate, Robinson, sorry. Wan'Dale, yep, agreed. 100%. Is Achane top 5? Top 5 what? Top 5 running back? Fantasy, no, not at all. RB, like just RB wise in the league, um, probably not. Gibbs, Bijan, CMC is probably a better running back than. Okay, does get tough. Maybe he might sneak in at 5. Um, yeah, I don't know like NFL wise though. Where do you have him in fantasy? I have Achane in this group of like second rounders. I'm still trying to decide where to put him. I think as a player, you have to respect him and put him in this group because again, he is talented. So I feel like this is kind of I would have him near the bottom of this tier, in the top of the Javonte tier. Don't trust this guy. Hey, I'm not claiming to be a. I want to put this on record. I am not claiming to be any fantasy analyst. I'm not trying to be this guy that's doing deep research. All I do is I watch a ton of ball. I speak what I believe. I feel like I know a good amount of ball. I've literally played fantasy for years. And last year I won 4 out of 6 leagues. So like I feel like I have a good understanding, and I'm just here to debate and talk ball with y'all. I'm not literally trying to be this analyst. I'm not trying to be like, yo, like come off as a guy like a Mr. Know-it-all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to speak what I believe. And if you guys, I want to just debate with you guys. I want to talk ball with everyone. So like, if you guys want to join up and talk, that's all I'm here for. Like, I'm just trying to provide a community where we all can, interject and speak on what we think is going to happen fantasy wise. So that's what I'm trying to provide here. Just a community of that. I don't think I should come off as this Mr. Know-it-all analytics guy. So let's see. Again, if I'm not getting your chat, keep putting it in. I will get to it. I'm trying to get to everyone. Just joined. I like it so far. Yo, Justin, appreciate that, bro. Can you scroll up to top 10? Yeah, this tier 4 currently, I'm still I keep getting distracted by questions. Tier 4, I want to rearrange. These are all the second round people. These aren't organized just yet, but it's just a whole mess right here. I feel like you take 2 of these people and then you pray that it all works out. Top 10 wise though, we have obviously Gibbs, Bijan, CMC. I have CMC in his own tier. Obviously, he's going to win or lose you the league. Last year, he won you it. CMC could easily be the 101 this year, next year, I mean. But realistically, again, I was debating putting James Cook above JT as well, and I think I kind of want to do that. What I hate is I hate fantasy. Okay, I'm not saying like shots or anything like that. I hate fantasy analysts or like people that say that they're the creators and like that do safe rankings that like they do what the consensus is, like just like have your own opinion sometimes and like actually like make takes that you believe in. And so like I'm not gonna go with the masses and take JT over James Cook. I'm just gonna like I'll put James Cook above JT. Like I think that you have to put your own opinion in it sometimes, and you can't like go into the masses. Not even trying to stick out or anything, but just do what you believe in. Yes, Cook over JT. Okay, I like that. Let's see. What questions did we miss out on? Who are we taking at 5 in PPR? PPR, obviously, you're probably not going to have Gibbs, Bijan's. Okay, honestly, it's CMC then. Yeah, 5 it's CMC, or if Puka or Chase falls. I think we got that one. Yo, my friend is trying to trade with me. He gets Terry McLaurin for Hunter Henry and DeAndre Swift. I think Hunter Henry is a nothing burger, so I'm not really interested in getting him. But you're giving him away. If you have RBs to give away Swift, sure, because I think Terry's still going to be like a wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3, even with getting Diggs. I liked Terry McLaurin as like a top 20 receiver, actually. Top, even like 15 before the news today of Diggs. After today, I'm not too sure why I have Terry McLaurin. But Swift is a decent RB too, so I don't mind keeping him though. We have CMC over JSN. Yeah, I think with how scarce the RBs are, I would definitely still get CMC. If you're scared of CMC, like injury-wise or age-wise, sure, I get it. Just go JSN, but I would still go CMC over JSN. Because, again, once you get to round 3, 4, the RBs really dry up, and then you can really hammer receiver. But, like, If the masses are doing it, then you can go the other way and take JSN. But if it was me, I would go CMC. You have Ant says he has James Cook above JT2. I was hoping I can get him at 11, but I don't expect him to be there. I'm seeing James Cook go in the range of like 7 to 12. So there's a chance sometimes that people like take Jefferson before Cook. People take Genty before Cook. There's a chance where that happens, but you just have to hope that he gets to 11. It's possible, but I can't say it's going to happen. Why is Achane so low? He got better QB and better line. I actually disagree with this. Nash. Better QB. Is Malik Willis a better NFL QB than Tua? Maybe. However, fantasy-wise, Malik Willis doesn't check the ball down like Tua does. Malik Willis actually plays, I don't want to say plays like an NFL quarterback, but he actually throws to receivers, and he doesn't check the ball down like Tua does. So that's a good thing for Bijan, though. Tua is going to pepper Bijan with checkdowns and everything. So I don't really think Malik Willis fits the offensive style and fantasy-wise what Achane thrived in. So you were just able to get JT, Henry, and Williams. That's a great running back room. I love that. Same guy that said to avoid Puka last year. I'm glad you watched the video, Jaddy. And I could have deleted that and hid behind it, but I'm not. But do you guys remember last year when Matthew Stafford was injured all the way up until like the week before the season started with the back injury? That's why I was not taking him. I was taking a safer pick in the first round. I said in that video I did say if Stafford is healthy, I'm in on Puka. I don't hate Puka. I don't like the injury status. I don't like drafting players that are injured. That's what it was. So yes, and again, I make mistakes. I'm not claiming to be this fantasy perfect analyst. I'm just claiming to be a guy that talks ball. And I was saying, don't draft an injured player. And those who didn't listen to me, congrats. Those who listened to me, I'm sorry, it was AI. Let's see. We have Javonte Williams or Judkins for Dynasty. Ooh, Dynasty, I don't really play Dynasty too much. I'm still going to ride the hot hand of Javonte. He just got a new contract. He's on the better offense, so might as well just go Javonte. He should be a touchdown a week. That's how I foresee him this year. Tommy, I got you right here. We got 108, 10-man PPR. Who do you take at the 8 slot? I would go Amon-Ra if he is available. Yo, Peyton. Tommy, chill out, dog. Yo, thanks, Peyton. We got Peyton on the lookout for all of us. We got a trade question coming in. We have, do I trade Michael Wilson, Breece Hall, and Shakir? So you're trading Michael Wilson, Breece Hall, and Shakir. You would get K9 and Jalen Waddle. So we're upgrading from Breece Hall to K9, and then Shakir, basically what we're doing is Michael Wilson and Shakir to Jalen Waddle. Oh, 100% I would do this. Chat, are we doing? I think this is the easiest. I don't want to say easiest, but I think this is the perfect trade to do. I think you take this and don't look back at all. K9 projects to be, in my opinion, a top 10 running back. Breece Hall is not sniffing top 10 for me. Michael Wilson, great fantasy player last year, and Shakir is nothing right now. But you're getting Jalen. You're getting the two best players in that trade. I think you 100% take this and run. Don't let them decline it. I'd take it. Perfect. We got other people agreeing. I like that. We have where is this question? Jettas or CD? I'm gonna go CD still. Better offense. Guys, again, I'm trying to get every question. If I didn't get to the question, keep putting it in the chat and I will get to you. And if I don't get to it, DM me for the Discord link. We're talking all things fantasy-wise. We're using each other's advice. And if you just want to join up in the community, be part of it. If you answer questions off stream, we will be in there answering all questions. Team reviews in there as well. You can send your team in for advice. DM me for the Discord link. I got you guys after. What question do we have in next? Would Tootin and Lawrence be a good stack? I would advise against it just because Lawrence actually ran in quite a bit of touchdowns last year. He was scrambling a lot. So I don't want to say that kind of hurts Tutin's upside, but if you're starting both of them, it's kind of, you kind of take touchdown equity from one of the another. And with that being said, you can choose a different quarterback, but if Lawrence falls to you and you really like Lawrence, don't not take him because of that reason. But I wouldn't like go into a draft saying, yeah, I'm going to get Tune and Lawrence. I'd go, yeah, I'm going to get Tune, and then I'll take whatever best quarterback falls to me. Let's see, we have where is this next question? Hampton and Wandale for K9 and Waddle. So we're going Hampton to K9. To me, that's kind of similar. That's kind of a lateral trade. Wandale and Waddle. Ooh, okay. I'm going to go to the K9 and Waddle side. I think the jump from Wandale to Waddle is a lot bigger than Hampton to K9. So I'm going to go K9 and Waddle. Guys, we are going to do a few more questions, and then we got to get back to rankings. I told myself we were finishing rankings today, so we can't get too off track. If I don't get to your question again, DM me for the Discord link, and I will be answering all of those off stream. I want to make sure we get all questions answered, so make sure to join the Discord. Just DM me for the link. Opinion on Garrett Wilson. I think he's okay. We still have receiver rankings we're going to get to today. So with that being said, I think Garrett Wilson probably falls in 15 to 20 for me. I don't hate it. They're going to be trailing all game. They got to throw the ball. Geno Smith is going to throw a ton. He's going to throw a lot of picks, but obviously he's going to target Garrett Wilson, the only pass catcher probably reliable on that team. So that's who I'm going to be. I'm okay with it, but I'm not going to force myself to watch the Jets. Opinions on DK Metcalf, I'm not really too high on. Wasn't really high on him last year after joining the Steelers. DK Metcalf is just like a player that really just resembles his audio. Well, okay. Let me rephrase that. DK Metcalf is a good NFL player, but DK Metcalf on the Steelers for fantasy kind of resembles this. I smell like shit! Like, it's just not a good environment to be in for him. Who are you targeting for QB and when? I am waiting until like the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th round. I'm going to fill up my roster with depth, and then I'm going to take whoever is available once I feel like there is. Basically, what I do is I look at the quarterbacks available once I'm getting in the late rounds, and I look if there's a lot of quarterbacks I still like on the board, I will avoid it. And once we get down to the last like 2, 3, I'll take it, depending on how many teams have taken a quarterback already. But usually I'm looking at like Brock Purdy, T-Law. I'm looking at Justin Herbert, Dak. I like those guys. Kyler, even in the very late rounds. I like Tyler Shuck is a sleeper this year, actually, with his rushing upside. The Saints project to be a really good and fast offense. So I think that is a pretty good quarterback sleeper if you want a late round one. Even Mahomes goes pretty late, which isn't bad, but I think Tyler Shuck and Kyler are two sleepers you should have your eyes on. Can you scroll down? Yeah, I got you. Let's go one more down. We still have to do these ratings still. All right, we will do, let's see, what else? Who should I take at the 105 in a 12-man league? I feel like taking Amon-Ra instead of JSN. I would take Amon-Ra or CMC. I don't think it's wrong to go and get your guy at all at the 105. Colin says, I let it auto pick since I'm new to fantasy football. Any advice for when the season starts? Shoot me a follow. Hey, I'm not even joking when I say this. Shoot me a follow and DM me for the Discord link. I'm not even trying to like self-promo anything. We have a whole group of people who are helping each other out with advice. So if you want to be a part of a community that is going to help you throughout the whole season with trades, your team, what you should do to be better about it, and then like what trade targets, the waiver wire, we have a whole Discord about that. So if you want to join that, shoot me a DM and we can definitely help you about that. But if you don't want to go that route and you want my advice, just look at YouTube. There's a lot of creators out there that actually put out solid stuff. I would just make sure you're on top of waivers every week and picking people on good teams is my best advice. Is Neighbors top 10? Probably not coming back from injury, but once healthy, yes. Let's see. Appreciate all those follow there's boys. Is Chase Brown a good running back? Yes, I have Chase Brown actually as a top 10, borderline 5 running back this year. So I think he is actually. They're saying they're using him all over the formation. So if so, I mean, I think he is going to do great. And obviously, last year he was top 5 points per game when Burrow was healthy. So what is there not to love about him? I definitely do like Chase Brown a lot. So if you guys can get him, I'm all for that. Next question coming in, we have. I'm overthinking. I took Genty over Hampton and lost him. No, if you like Genty, a lot of people like Genty. They think that in an improved offensive line, improved coaching, improved play calling, and in quarterback play is going to improve Genty. I agree. So that you're not overthinking it at all. ETN over Hall. I would take ETN over Hall. Yes. Again, that's all coming down to similar players, but offenses are different. I'm taking the better team. Barkley and Hampton a good stack. Yeah, guys, if you take any 2 of these running backs in this tier right here, which is basically just borderline around 1-2 running backs, you're going to have a good team. We got a hot call coming out from Poise. Jadarian Price, Rookie of the Year. That is a hot take. I like that. I agree. I mean, who else could it be? Who else do we think Rookie of the Year could be? I guess Offensive Rookie of the Year. It could be, I mean, if we're looking at playmakers, I'm going to say it's probably not Jeremiah Love. I don't think so. I think Jordan Tyson might win it. Makai Lemon, it's a good call. If I had to put money on it, I think I would put money on Tyson. I think Tyson's a really good prospect. We have Ethan coming in and saying he has the 104 and will be choosing between JSN Puka. You're a Seahawks fan and hate Puka. Just go Puka. I mean, put your pride aside and take Puka. But if you really, the thing though is like if you're a Seahawks fan, why not go JSN? You get to root for your team and JSN every week. That's a double whammy, bro. Like might as well do that. Tyson, if he can stay healthy, maybe, but I think Lemon will be good. Yeah, the only thing with Lemon is I don't think he has the offensive environment. I don't think Hurts is really a good quarterback to throw over the middle, which is what Makai Lemon profiles to be. That's where he kind of thrives over the middle, yards after catch, and Hurts isn't really the best quarterback, nor is the offensive environment really suited for that. So I think the offensive environment over in New Orleans with Tyler Shough and Kellen Moore, that offense is more suited for fast pace. So you're going to get a lot of fantasy output from there, and that's also why I think that Rookie of the Year could be Tyson, just because he's going to have so many more opportunities than Hurts throwing the ball 5 times a game. You know, that's how I kind of see it. Sorry, all these names are getting jumbled. Sorry if I'm kind of like stuttering over those. I struggle picking Jordan Tyson because he's going to be rookie wide receiver 2 in New Orleans. Yeah, but they needed a secondary guy outside of Olave. So I don't think it's a bad thing. We have Brandon coming in with another question. Better keeper option, Olave in the 7th or Kraft in the 10th? Ooh. Let's play the ADP card here, guys. What would you pick? Olave in the 7th or Kraft in the 10th? ADP wise, Olave now goes in the 2nd. No, he goes in the 3rd. Apologies. Sometimes or late 2nd. Kraft goes in the 7th, coming off the ACL. I'm gonna go Olave in the 7th, just because you're getting much more return on ADP, and then tight end is again it's pretty deep. You can take another late tight end and you'll be okay. But I would take Olave in the 7th. And by the 7th round, you're probably dried out on good receivers. You're not going to find anyone of Olave's caliber in the 7th. Kraft in the 10th, though, you might be able to find some tight ends that could have the same upside. Not the same upside, but similar upside. And with the tight end position, that's all you could ask for in the 10th round. Let's see. We have more questions in I'm taking Bryce. Did I miss that? What does that mean? First round Bryce. Bryce Young. Is that what we were saying? Um, Pikmin. Did I miss your question? I want to make sure I get it, bro. I'm sorry about that. Let me chat again. If I don't get your question, keep putting it in. I will try and do it. He's the GOAT, bro. Bryce Young. Bryce Young is my 101. No, guys, we already established the 101 this year is Deuce Vaughn. We established it yesterday in the live from yesterday. Deuce Vaughn goes 101, and if you're not playing in a league that has Deuce Vaughn, if no one takes Deuce Vaughn 101 and he falls to 102, then you're in an unserious league and you should probably just quit. All right, so QB talk from Bright Out. We have QB talk real quick. How do we feel about taking Mendoza? Should that be a second quarterback pick? Probably not. I don't think you should be rostering two quarterbacks really, unless you have unless you're in the trenches. Honestly, if you're in the trenches, then sure, but like don't be taking Mendoza. There's just no point of wasting a roster spot. I'd rather just use that roster spot for a high upside running back. Thoughts on ETN this year? I like him. I just don't know if he's going to get the passing down work because ultimately that might go to Kamara. But if he can sneak in and get catch 3 to 5 passes a game, which again that's a high number, but if he can get that metric, then I'm all over him. Pause, but obviously he's going to be good. How good is Tyler Shuck if I have Jalen Hurts? I mean, how good are they comparison? Obviously, Hurts is going to be above Shuck, but if you want to fade Hurts and go get Shuck, I don't hate it. I mean, Shuck was putting up good numbers last year. I don't think many people are realizing that. He's putting up, 18 to 22 points per game near the end of the season? That's pretty doable for a quarterback. He has rushing upside too, so I don't really hate fading and going to get him. I think Lad's making a comeback. Yeah, we talked about it a little bit today. I like the offensive environment with Mike McDaniel. The offensive line is getting healthy. They're getting both of their tackles back, so I'm down for that. We got Diego coming in with a question. Should I trade Genty and Terry for Henderson and Jettas? We're going from Genty to Henderson, which is a pretty not good downgrade. And then we got Terry McLaurin with a big upgrade to Jettas. Ooh. Chat, what side are we going to be on for this? We have Genty and Terry on one side, and the other side we have Henderson and Jettas. That's pretty even. If you want two proven players, I would take the Genty and Terry side. Genty should have a better year. People are projecting him to actually have a really good year. Better offensive environment. Terry is going to be good. The offense will be better this year. So I like Terry. Henderson, though, is a big question mark. We don't know if he is going to be all that. He has the upside to be everything, but his pass protection is pretty poor. Stevenson's going to be a thorn. He probably won't hit unless Stevenson gets injured. Jettas, obviously, if Kyler wins the job, then Jettas will be fine, and you probably get similar value to Genty. So I'm going to keep the Genty and Terry side. Can you show other tiers? Yeah, I got you. I don't really have these tiers. I think I put a tier here, actually. I was saying people are way too high on Jeremiah Love. And honestly, I kind of want to put Monty above Breece Hall. I am a person, I'm not going to follow the consensus at all. Is it good if I have both Shuck and Hurts? You probably don't need both. You can drop Shuck and go pick up a high upside running back, like I said, for the other person. The Love hype is outrageous. I'll 100% agree. That's why I have him. I mean, right now, these aren't even rankings done, and I have him at minimum. He's going to be RB 20 and below. I think people just don't learn the lesson year after year with rookie running backs. What about James Cook? James Cook, quickly, I will put that on screen. We have him at RB4 at the current moment. You drafted Love way too high, and I'm trying to dump him. That's funny. That is funny. Me personally, like auto drafted him on accident or something like that, I would try and get out too. I would try and get second or third round value, see if someone wants to trade, and I would do it. Can you tell me which RBs are on Jax this next year? Tootin and Chris Rodriguez, and then LeQuint Jr. Allen, or LeQuint Allen Jr. Um, Obviously, people are saying that Tootin's probably going to be the guy. I probably agree with that. I don't think Chris Rodriguez was coming from the Commanders. He is a good player, but he is not Tootin. Tootin got brought in by this coaching staff, so I think Tootin is the person you want. Appreciate you, of course. Tootin getting more touches, yeah. Tootin's the person you want. He does catch passes. He's a goal line back and everything. Although I do want to say Chris Rodriguez is a solid goal line back too, coming from a Commanders fan. So I wouldn't be surprised if somehow Rodriguez takes a goal line touch or two. But outside of that, I'm still on the Tootin train. Agreed, I got you. Appreciate. We got Lacombe Bomb. I like that name. They're coming in saying, do you have a place where I can get help with trades? Funny enough, we do. We have a community Discord, which we are trying to get to 100 members. Basically, we talk trade advice all season long. We talk draft targets, fades, and all that in the Discord with team reviews in there. So if you want to join up on that place and you want help with trades and everything, make sure to DM me and I will send you the Discord link. Just DM me and say like yo or Discord link ? And I will send it to you after. But again, join up on the Discord. We just talk all things fantasy throughout the season. Trying to get better with receivers with Love because I already have Bijan. Yeah, see if you can do like receiver and Love. Give like receiver and Love for another receiver and running back, but like give them Love for like a second or third round receiver, and then do like the same thing with the running back, like a lower tier running back if you want, or just go straight up like. Yeah, I mean, do what's best for your team though. But if you can get out of Love, I would. My team review about to be a D-. Yo, do you think Allen is worth the second round pick? If we're talking about Josh Allen, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna give it a hot take. I mean, they are projected a ton of points. Obviously, he's always a great fantasy quarterback. He can always drop 50 points on his own. But I like fading quarterback. I'm more of a person to fade quarterback, so I would rather fill up my team roster and then get a Dak Prescott in the 9th round. That's just how I see it. Guess what quarterback I drafted in round 2 as well? I'm assuming you drafted Josh Allen, which is not. I'm not saying it's a bad pick at all. He is the best pick you could probably make, upside wise, because he can drop 50 just like that. And other people that could do that is Puka and Jamar, and they go in the first round. But again, I'm a person to just fade quarterback until the end. We have Lakin coming in here, 16-man, 4 players, keeper league for my flex. Should I draft Jordan, Tyson, Mike Evans, or DJ Moore? For your flex, do you draft Jordan, Tyson, Mike Evans, or DJ Moore? Out of those 3 players, I actually have, if healthy, coming closer to the start of the seasons, I have Mike Evans as the highest rated player. And then after that, I have DJ Moore and then Jordan Tyson. I think DJ Moore could comfortably be the wide receiver 1 in Buffalo, which was what he was traded for. But Mike Evans should be able to print touchdowns just like Devontae Adams did after he got traded to the Rams, if healthy. You find it so hard to rank the 5 to 11. Oh, what's going on? The 5 to 11 range of running backs this year. I kind of agree. I think what's a little bit harder is it is the 5 to 11 for me. I think the 1, 2, 3, 4, again, I want to put Hampton up probably around 5, possibly. But I 100% agree. Right now, I have this whole group from RB6 to RB12 as like unknown. I need to fix this, but we have what site are you using? This is called ffranker.com. It is the best ranking site possible. Shout out to them. Let's see. Guys, if you have any last minute questions, drop them in now. We are going to end the live here shortly. We have hit the hour and 15 mark. Again, we will be live every single day on all platforms. Yes, that is the all platforms. If you haven't gotten your question answered, make sure to DM me for the Discord. I will be answering all questions in there. that we don't get to. And then if we talk fantasy all year, join up. Any last minute questions we have from Tiger? We are saying if I get May, AJ Brown, and Javonte Williams for Waddle, Mahomes, and Bucky and JT. Okay, so we're going from AJ Brown to Waddle. Slight downgrade. And then we got Javonte Williams to Bucky. Oh, what? You're getting... This is a smash trade. No. Don't do this. Sorry. This is a trade for the other side. You're trading away so one side's getting Bucky and JT at running back. The other side is getting Javonte. JT profiles to be better than Javonte Williams, and then on top of that, you're giving away Bucky for some reason. And then for AJ Brown, you're going from AJ Brown to Waddle, and Mahomes is included. So 100% keep the Waddle, Mahomes, Bucky, and JT side. Tune gonna shock the fantasy world top 12 running back. Hey, if he does that, I'm all for that. Scroll down, please. No, I'm fine. You got it. Here. What do you think I can get for a package of Davante Adams and Love? I mean, it kind of depends what the team has, but if you're looking at you're probably looking at second and third round players if you go 2 for 2. But if you do both into one, you could probably get a Chase Brown, Hampton, even. Hampton and Wan'Dale Robinson. That'd be kind of a good trade. Yeah, Genty had way too much hype last year. I think CD is possible. Probably. It depends on where you drafted, because people are going to use the ADP game. If you drafted Love in the second, then yes. I think you could possibly get CD for that. He went 2-1? Oh, yeah, then 100%. Yeah, if he went 2-1, then yeah. Just pull the ADP card. Be like, yo, like, I'm giving you the 2-1 and you're getting Davante. Like, that's, yeah, you'll be chilling. All right, guys, we got to end the live here. Again, if I didn't get to your question, make sure to DM me for the Discord link. I'll answer all the questions over there if you want help for fantasy this season. Join the Discord. We got a whole community. We'll be talking fantasy all throughout the season, so DM me for the link. I will DM every single one of you the link. Join up, answer all the questions. I think Cade Stover will become a number 1 tight end. You think Monty over Swift for fantasy? I'll end it on that question. You think Monty over Swift for fantasy? Yes, but like I have him back to back. So just bare minimum though. I think Monty could print touchdowns this year because Woody Marks could not do anything. Woody Marks couldn't score a touchdown. He couldn't sniff the end zone. So with that though, if I didn't get your question again, join up on the Discord. Appreciate y'all. We be live every single day answering fantasy questions, posting on the red and purple app as well. Join up. We will be doing everything. Malt requested to join. Yo, Hockey, you want to join up real quick, bro? You want to join? I just saw this real quick. No? Hockey, you don't want to join? Yes? Okay, do it again. We'll get you in here. Let's see what goes on with Hockey. I know ball. Join up on the Discord if you know ball. And then we have 10-man, 10th pick. Who should I take at the turn? At the turn and 10-man. Take 2 running backs. JT and James Cook if they're still there. If not, take the next you requested. It didn't go through. It like appeared for a second and then it went away. Oh wait, multi-guess, I got it, I think. Yo.
Yo.
What's good, bro? Yo, my guy. What was that, bro? Yo, W Hockey in the chat. Walker, AJ Brown, K9. Yo, Goldie, appreciate that follow, bro. All right, I was messing around. Yo, you're good, bro. You're good, bro. I get it. Join up on the Discord though if you know ball. Shoot me a DM. Again, guys, we're going to end it here. You join up on the Discord, you want to talk ball and all that. Appreciate all of you. We are live every single day for about an hour, 2 hours. We're going to be making a lot of videos this year, all that. So join up. We got everyone. Again, we will be around every single day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Add me, please. All right, last time we're adding them, and then we're peacing out. Sorry, we got a little cutscene going. Yo, Hockey, what's good, bro? He's not here. Yo, Hockey, what's good, bro?
What?
Are you doing this or am I?
Hockey, what's good, bro?
Add me.
Hockey, what's good, bro? All right. Chase or Puka? We have. Okay, this is tough. They're so close. I would go Chase, but I can't hate someone going for Puka. I can't talk. Bro joins up and says I can't talk. I really don't hate going either or. If it was up to me though, I would go Chase. The thing is, they're back to back, obviously, in every person's rankings. It's personal preference at that point. I just think with my logic on that debate is I'm gonna go with the worst defense, only because that means the offense has to score more points to stay in the game. And if the Rams get Aaron Donald, especially, they're not gonna have to score as many points per game. On the other side, the Bengals defense isn't as good. So with that logic, I'm going to go Ja'Marr Chase because they're going to have to be in more shootouts. That's the way I see it. And if you use that logic, that's the exact same logic that was used for the Dallas Cowboys last year. They were in so many shootouts that they actually had to score so many points. And that's why Pickens hit last year. That's why I was like, Pickens in the 5th round is a steal last year. I was like, I'm all for that. So that's how I kind of see that Puka versus Chase debate. Again, I don't hate you going for either, but if it was up to me, I would pull the trigger on Ja'Marr Chase. Just, I know I say go for the better team, but on that aspect, you want to go for the worst defense. Would I get Taylor at 4 if no Gibbs and Bijan? No, I would go CMC at 4 if there's no Gibbs and Bijan. CMC, or you go the top receiver, which I said Ja'Marr Chase. So that's ultimately how I see it, boys. Again, let's see. Who should I go around 1 and 2 at the 109, 12 man? I would take Amon-Ra if he's there. If not, go double running back. Go get like JT, with James Cook and JT. So headphones like bothering me, bro. Yo, Shub, you want to join up? We'll be the last guest right here real quick. Again, if I want to get to your guys' questions, I am pushing this real quick. All I want to do... Shub, are you still here? I'm going to join up on you. Real quick, guys, again, last time I'm saying this, but if you want to join up on the Discord, DM me for the link. You're down? All right, what's up, bro? We'll do this last viewer call. We're going to be continuing to do viewer call. We're going to have a whole live dedicated to viewer calls. We'll be doing it in the Discord probably, or we might add through TikTok Live. I don't know. But I want to get everyone's takes. Yo, Shaw, what's good, bro?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's good, bro?
So, I got an offer for Lamb. Like, I'm trading Lamb and what is it? Oh yeah, Goddard for and
hold on, you
Rashad
said,
White.
Hold on, you cut out real quick. You said you're trading Lamb and who?
Lamb and Goddard for Rashad White and Trey McBride. The only thing I'm scared of is because obviously George Pickens, he gets more red zone targets, does he not? So
he does. Hold on, give me one more. You said Lamb and Rashad White. I'm writing this down so I can...
no, Lamb and Dallas Goddard for Trey McBride and Rashad White.
McBride and Rashad White.
Yeah.
Stick with CeeDee Lamb and Goddard.
Okay.
The only reason I say that is I think McBride's still going to be great. And Rashad White, I think, is a sleeper running back this year. But, I think the best player in the trade is CeeDee Lamb. And tight end is, you're at a point where you can take a late round tight end, or you can just go get, Kraft or something like that. Ultimately, I think you're chilling on a late round tight end while as you're not getting a receiver back. And then CeeDee Lamb is a round one talent. You're not getting anything close to that back.
Right.
That's
All
how I
right.
see it. So
Thank you, bro.
yeah, of course, bro.
Thank you. I'm not sure I'm supposed to leave.
All
Oh,
right, I
all
can
right.
just
I'll see you.
all right, bro. Peace.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Any other questions we got? Yo, Dom, what's good, bro? Yo, Rylan, what's good, bro? Rylan, what's good, bro?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's good, bro?
All right, so I ran a lot of mock drafts, and I get Jamar in the first, Chris Olave in the second, Javonte Williams in the third, and the fourth and fifth rounds where it comes down. So basically, in most of my mock drafts, I get Jalen Waddle, and then in the fifth, I have the 501 and the 502 or the 503. I need help deciding if I should get Monty and Joe Burrow and get Alec Pierce like later on to get another wide receiver, like a flex, or if I go Monty and Terry McLaurin and then get like T-Law later on. Because I like the stack with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
Yeah. What round did you say you would get Burrow in?
5, the 503. Because it's a keeper league, so I automatically have Jamar Chase, but I don't have a first round. So I get Chris Olave basically in the second.
I don't hate punting. I'm so huge on punting quarterbacks. So if you can find a better quarterback late, I know you like
Yeah.
a lot of people like the stack of Burrow and Chase, but in the fifth round, what are the options? Like the options
The
are
501 is the 501's like David Montgomery, Judkins, Joe Burrow, McLaurin. I'm trying to think. I think Tyler Warren, he might just fall short. He might fall to me if I want to get a tight end.
I don't hate getting Tyler Warren there because I think he's gonna have a great year.
Yeah.
And get a positional advantage. And then whereas you can go quarterback, you can get a Dak Prescott who kind of profiles the same as Joe Burrow.
Yeah. Like later on in the round. So
Yeah, like round, even like 7 if you want to make sure you get him, but he probably goes like 8, 9.
yeah. All right, that's all I had to ask. Thank you.
You're good, bro. I got you. All right, peace out, man.
See you.
Burden or Odunze, I got Burden above him. I think I like Burden a lot just because he profiles more of the Ben Johnson type player like St. Brown did in Detroit. So 100% I would be going Burden there, but for the price, it is a little bit steep, but still I'm on Burden. I think he is the better prospect actually coming out of college than Odunze was, crazy enough. Parker or BTJ, I love BTJ, but I think Parker Washington is actually the person that you want. Love behind all these guys, yeah, I'm not really high on Love. I actually just posted a TikTok yesterday about it, and there's a lot of people debating it. So Diggs and McLaurin's still the guy to get owned, but Diggs is going to be a great fantasy wide receiver too. I would definitely try and pick him up if you can. Commanders offense should print a lot of fantasy points this year. Definitely all in on them if you can make sure you have at least someone on that offense. I like getting Stephon Diggs or Rachaad White. That's my guess. No, that's not my guess, but those are my boys. All right, guys, that is the end of the live. If you guys have any further questions, if I didn't get your question, DM me for the Discord link. We have a fantasy Discord where we ask each other for advice and all questions. DM me for the link. I got you right after the stream. I'll be sending everyone an invite link, so make sure to follow, drop a link. We are live daily, answering all questions and everything. I will see you guys tomorrow. We will be live again. And if you have any further questions, I'll see you guys in the Discord, or I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.